Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. William Ruto is marking his 1 year in office today. And Kenyans are very keen on the status of the promises William Ruto made when he was campaigning and some that he made as the president. And in this video, I want us to have a look at the status of those promises William Ruto made. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. If you want to support our forum, contact me through that number below. Let's proceed. Yes. Promise. The promise was made on 10th November 2022. Promise. Provide the cheapest smartphones in Africa in 8 to 12 months. Date of promise, 10th November 2022. Status of promise, not done. Promise, free NHIF for all Kenyans by December 2022. Date of promise, January 2022. Status of promise, not done. Promise, 3 months supply of free diapers for new mothers. Date of promise, 10th June 2022. Status of promise, not done. Promise, lower unga prices to Kenya shillings 120. Date of promise, February 2023. Status of promise, not done. Promise, cut government spending by shillings 300 billion. Date of promise, 29th September 2022. Status of promise, instead increase government spending by Kenya shillings 300 billion. He promised to reduce it, but instead he has increased it. Promise, establish a commission of inquiry into state capture. Date of promise, 30th June 2022. Status of promise, not done. Promise, ensure 5 to 10 new companies are listed at the Nairobi Stock Exchange in the first 12 months. Date of promise, 11th November 2022. Status of promise, not done. Promise, the government will not raise electricity prices. Date of promise, January 1st, 2023. Status of promise, electricity bills have gone up by at least 63%. Promise, implement 2/3 gender rule within the first 3 months. Date of promise, 13th September 2022. Status of promise, not done. Promise, there are so many. Bring down dollar exchange rate to below Kenya shillings 120. Date of promise, April 2023. Status of promise, dollar exchange rate at 150 plus today. Promise, build 100 dams and 1,000 small water reservoirs by June 2023. Date of promise, February 2023. Status of promise, not done. Promise, build, yes, promise, employ 11,000 youths in January 2023 to plant 1.5 million trees in Nairobi. Date of promise, 12th December 2022. Status of promise, not done. Promise, increase salaries for the police in the first 100 days. Date of promise, May 2022, status of promise not done. There are so many. Promise. Build 250,000 new affordable houses every year. Date of promise, June 2022. Status of promise not done. Promise. Reduce fuel prices by removing some taxes, including VAT. Date of promise. Presidential debate in July 2022. Status of promise. Ruto has increased taxes on fuel, hence driving fuel prices up from shillings 159 to shillings 200. Promise. Buy 2 million acres of idle land in Kilifi, Taita Taveta, Kwale, Mombasa, Tana River, and Lamu counties to settle squatters. Date of promise, June 2022. Status of promise, not done. Promise, committed to stop leasing of the port of Mombasa and other ports. Date of promise, 2022. Status of the promise. Instead, Ruto has advertised shillings 1.4 trillion deal to lease 5 ports to private operators. Those are just some of the promises William Ruto made, some as the president and some when he was campaigning for the presidency. All those promises have not been actualized. So they were just hot air. Ruto was just lying to Kenyans. What does that mean, ladies and gentlemen? The first meaning to that, Kenyans are dealing with a lying president. I think when I say that, I'm not taking sides at all. That's the truth. Ruto is a lying president. And that now brings us to the issue of integrity. Is Ruto fit holding a public office? The answer is a very big no. Ruto is not fit holding a public office. His integrity itself is questioned. He does not pass that test on leadership and integrity. What should now Kenyans do? Kenyans should now demand for the resignation or for the impeachment of William Samoei Ruto. At least Kenyans should make that demand because it's clear Kenyans are dealing with a lying president, and that can augur very negatively for the performance of other government officials. If already the topmost leader is not credible, is not a man of integrity, all these other lower officials will just copy the traits from the master. Hence, the government is going to turn into a criminal government. Secondly, it's coming out very clearly that there are some Kenyans who have got some affinity for questionable leaders. I've been saying and I still repeat, I fail to understand how a sane Kenyan can even think of voting for William Ruto or even supporting a William Ruto's government. I just fail to understand how a sane Kenyan can even think of supporting such kind of a government. Yes. As I conclude, it's almost true that Kenyans are in very trying moments, a moment in our history where people who are clearly not fit to hold public offices are holding topmost public offices. Let's meet in our next analysis. In case you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Give it a like, please. And to any other person who may want to support our forum, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Contact me through the number or feel free to channel your support to the number below. Those watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. If possible, subscribe, give this video a like. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you. God bless you.